fingiamo un down, non castare in giro, solo che mi tocca cargando.
Hello, this is Barry Simpson, Inyo County Superintendent of Schools, and I'm joined today by our Adult Education Director, Lenore Sparks. Lenore, thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you.
Well, you run one of the programs that I'm very, very proud of. It's something that we started not too far back, about 3 or 4 years ago, and we're so pleased that you've joined the team. And I just think that the adult education program just is doing so much for our community, and we're really proud of that. So I thought we could talk a little bit about what you're doing and some of the newer programs that you guys have put together. And so I know we're doing a QuickBooks program. So why don't we talk about that?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. And I
Yeah.
love talking about the QuickBooks program. I work really closely with Melissa Kilgore, our instructor. Our overall passion with the adult education program, as you obviously might know, is to enrich people's lives and to help the community with upward economic mobility. And there is a very good methodology of doing that by learning bookkeeping. And so we've used bookkeeping as a tool, in particular QuickBooks Online, in order to equip the local business owners, local aspiring accountants, and other members of the community who are interested in taking hold of their finances with this QuickBooks Level 1 online course. So level online one course. So what it is basically is QuickBooks has now gone from what was a desktop software program to being a fully online on the cloud program. Okay. So we're trying to train everybody to learn the new program, which is all online. And we're doing this at a level 1 stance, basically, to get people to be able to understand the fundamentals of QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that class is right now finishing up its very last day this week. So today, it's Thursday. Okay. Yeah, so their last day is today, Thursday, of this fall into spring cohort. And all of them who have taken this course will leave with a certification. And they also now can leave with a Certiport Pearson's official certification if they take the test that they can take to their employers, and
that's great.
They can leverage that for raises or for even getting a better job. So we have become an official Certiport QuickBooks Online proctoring station.
Yeah, so I know originally we did some surveying of the community, and so some of that work going on so you could get feedback from the community about what some of the needs are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and that directly basically blossomed our QuickBooks Online course because there was a desire to learn accounting at the most fundamental levels. Right. And especially for the local business owners who are struggling to keep their finances in order. QuickBooks helps them with that. Yeah. So yes, that was definitely inspired by the community to have this course.
Okay. So another program that I'm kind of excited about is culinary.
Yay!
So tell me about that.
I love food, so yeah, I'm with you.
Me too.
Yay! So yeah, we have a very it's in the beginning stages, our culinary course. So what happened was the JKBS building was equipped with a very beautiful teaching kitchen. Right. And the adult education program has been welcomed into this kitchen and is able to use it on occasion. So we've had a couple of weekday classes and we've had a couple of weekend classes. And we usually try to host these culinary classes, as a theme. So we are very, very lucky to work with Chef Drea. She's a local chef. You can follow her on Instagram. She teaches the courses and she teaches people how to make various types of food. And for example, we had a Thanksgiving sides course that was really successful. Yeah. They made all kinds of food like yams. I can't remember
All
anymore.
the Thanksgiving favorites.
All the
yeah.
Thanksgiving favorites, but with like a cool twist.
Okay.
So you'd have to look at our Facebook to get the full menu, but because it was very, very elaborate. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it was very exciting. And she taught how to make chocolate truffles one class. And she also taught a pasta class, how to make fresh pasta, which was amazing.
So do we have more coming up, or is there plans for?
Yes,
Okay.
we will have more coming in the future. Usually we like to have an inspiration. So, for example, perhaps Valentine's Day inspiration or
go.
President's Day inspiration. And then we usually organize it and just throw it out into the community. So make sure you follow us on Facebook and on Instagram in order to get those notifications of when those classes open up, because usually there's only 12 places
Right.
per class. Yeah, and we're also lucky to have the Eastern Sierra Foundation support these classes.
That's right.
Yeah, they are a huge supporter of the adult education program, and their investment in our community, I'm hoping, will be returned in fivefold.
That's
I'm
right.
really hoping so.
Yeah, they've been a great support, so we appreciate the work that they're doing.
Yeah.
So I know you've got computer literacy, and you're doing culinary, and we're doing the QuickBooks, and English as a second language, and you also, folks come in and they can get their GED and diploma through the program as well.
Yeah,
right?
as long as you're an adult and you have the desire to complete this program is really tailored for you. It's tailored for anyone who really wants to come in and make it happen. We have online courses, we have in-person courses, we have individually paced courses. There's no real limit to how you can achieve this goal within our program. You just have to have the motivation and the will to come in and work with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
So somebody who's watching us wants to come in and is interested in these programs, how do they find out about us?
That's a great question. So there's a few ways. As I've mentioned before, we do have a Facebook and an Instagram, but we also have a website, which is adulted.inyocoe.org. And you can also just walk in anytime from 8:30 in the morning till 5. I'll be there to say hello. And it's at 151 North Main Street, which is near Alex Printing and near the Toggery. It's across the street from Rusty's.
Right.
So we're right there, right in the center of downtown.
Yeah.
And there's, just come in. People walk in all the time and ask us about our programs and ask us how they can make an appointment to register. I can do that for you if you walk in. We also have a job board that I try to upkeep as best as possible so that we can direct people to new and exciting jobs in the county.
That's outstanding. So, well, you're just doing a great job. We're so happy.
trying.
We're so happy to have you, Lenore. So
Thank you.
Thank you for the work you're doing, and thank you for being here today.
Yeah, come in and see me anytime.
All righty.
3.
Hello, my name is David McMullen, and I am a first-year Master Gardener. I just completed the course through the Inyo Mono Master Gardener program. We were sprouts going through the program, and we're just called first-year gardeners now. And I am relatively new to the area in terms of being a resident. So the Master Gardener program was a way for me to figure out what it is I can do to grow vegetables and ornamentals in my new home. And so it was really worthwhile. It wasn't that difficult, and I'm very happy I did it. It's been very useful so far, though I'm a little behind schedule this year in getting my garden going. But that's probably par for the course for a first-year Master Gardener. And this gentleman in my left here was the one who ran the program. So,
Hi, I'm Dustin Blakey. I'm the farm advisor for UC Cooperative Extension, and I cover the Eastern Sierra, both Inyo and Mono counties. And I'm the one who does the training for the Master Gardener class. I've been here about 11 years, but I've been involved with Master Gardeners for a little over 20 years now. So, been doing this a while.
So Dustin, prior to coming here, what kind of work were you doing, and where were you doing that?
I've been the same sort of work now for about 20 years, working for Cooperative Extension, but I was in Arkansas, same sort of position as I have here, but obviously much different climate. So moving here was also a learning experience for me too.
Yeah, that's quite a different environment there. I know that parts of Arkansas are quite mountainous, but the Ozarks and all that, right? So
Well, I wouldn't call it mountains.
no.
It's hilly.
Oh, it's hilly.
It's hilly.
Okay. Well, around here we have significant mountains, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
These are real mountains, so
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little different.
And when you arrived here 11 years ago, were you taking somebody's place? Was there already a Master Gardener program in operation at then?
Right. There's been a Master Gardener program here for quite a few years. I think we started in like 2009. A previous farm advisor had started the program. And the first few classes we had just enormous classes. We've really stabilized. So when we do a class now, we usually have about 15, 20 people taking the course.
So the program here is not even 15 years old then.
No, we're
Yeah.
one of the younger ones.
Yeah, that's still pretty new. Okay. I feel much better about being a first-year Master Gardener all of a sudden. I felt like I was really behind the curve, but
Everyone has to start somewhere, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what you really learn, we have a class when you join Master Gardeners. It's about 50, 60 hours of training. Some of that's on your own, some of that's labs in person, and there's this big old book that we get you, but you don't have to memorize it. But you learn all about gardening, and I think one of the things you actually learn is what you don't know. You probably feel like you know everything coming in, and then hopefully coming out of the class, you get a better sense of where your gaps in knowledge are, and then working in the projects that we have, it's a good way to fill those gaps in.
yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I certainly opened my eyes to what I didn't know and opened my eyes towards thinking about things in a different direction. And it also sort of demystified some things that I wasn't sure about and corrected some thinking that I had.
Right.
So it's very useful. The book is called the California Master Gardener Handbook, but it's quite a weighty tome. I mean, look at this thing. But it's really useful as a reference. I can't tell you how many times when I'm thinking about doing something, I run to this thing real quick, do a little reading, see what's happening. And it's not my only source, but it certainly is one of my primary sources. It's quite useful. I'm really glad to have it. I keyed the glossary here, so it makes it much more easily for me to look things up as quickly as I can. And the chapters are laid out really nicely too. There's 21 chapters and like I said, the useful glossary, and it covers all kinds of great stuff. And there's a lot in here about safe and sustainable pest management. And every gardener anywhere, that's the thing they're all going to have to deal with. So having that little bit of knowledge is going to be quite useful.
Well, one of the things that hopefully that knowledge, imparts is we have a helpline that's available to the public. And so when people just, whether you're a Master Gardener or not, have some sort of question about what's killing my plants, they can call our helpline or send an email, and the gardeners will pool their resources and figure out what's killing their plants, which is pretty nice service.
It is. I haven't used it myself yet, and I haven't yet volunteered to answer those phones, but I suppose my time is coming.
You can't avoid it forever.
That's right. That's right. And I keep deferring, saying, "Well, I'm just a first-year guy," so deferring to the veterans. And we have a nice group of veterans here, and I've met them not just through the Master Gardener program, but a lot of those people also are involved with the Bishop Community Garden, and that's how I got introduced to it right away. Because when I was here looking for a place to live, I found the garden, and I was like, "Oh, there's something going on here," and this was kind of exciting for me to jump in like that.
That's probably our biggest project is the Bishop Community Garden.
Is it? Yeah.
It's-
Okay.
We have about half our membership. I don't know, about 25 people work with that project.
Yeah.
And we also have some projects in Lone Pine. We have a helpline. We do garden trials, all sorts of fun stuff like that. We help at the fair.
Yeah, that's how I met Jason Brown. I was there helping with the apple pie judging and as a volunteer Master Gardener. And I mean, I didn't grow any apples, but it was fun to be part of that. And
That's
see.
the best stuff to judge.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. That's probably true. Yeah, and we got to have a little pie afterwards, so that was nice.
So how did you hear about the Master Gardeners?
Through the community garden. Yeah, I was over there. I think it was after we moved here. Yeah, it was. And my girlfriend and I were out there because we like going to the Bishop City Park anyway, and so we were strolling around the garden and we met some people over there and we got to talking and they told us about it and we did a little research online and I was a little hesitant to do it right away because I just felt overwhelmed with coming into the community. But my girlfriend, she's like, no, we're going to do this. So okay, we did, and she was right. It wasn't that bad. It was good.
So if you're interested in joining the Master Gardeners, contact the Farm Advisor's office. We're in the phone book under Farm Advisor or Cooperative Extension, or you can send an email to immg@ucanr.edu, and we'll send you information.
I'm Jason Brown, and we're back this week with Lisa Cox from the United States Forest Service. She's got her bling over here on the side. We had to make sure that we were sitting on the appropriate places here. I like that side, but I got booted for
Sorry, not sorry.
for the patch. I guess I should get a patch over here, huh?
Yeah, that would be
Laughing
cool.
Parrot. So a hot topic.
Yes.
That everybody's been talking about is trail grooming.
Trail grooming, yes, it's
And
very,
I
very popular.
I see it on Facebook. I don't know the controversial side of it, but you enlighten us.
Well, the controversy is we're trying to get our staff geared up to even do it. So
we're not
we've
trail
had
grooming?
surprise staff turnover and new hires need to get trained.
Ooh,
And we can't train them until there's snow on the ground to do it.
right.
And we've had some staff leave and transition. And so we actually had staff from the Sequoia National Forest drive all the way up to train our staff last weekend.
Yeah.
And last weekend was the first round of grooming they're doing. Today they're hopping on the snowcat again, and they're going to try to see what they can get done today.
What are they grooming for? Because, I mean, our viewers, I mean, like, is this for snowmobiling? Is this for
Yes.
Nordic cross-country
Both.
skiing? Oh, okay.
Both.
All right.
So when we groom trails, we groom them for non-motorized Nordic trails, and we
Okay.
also groom them for motorized snowmobile trails.
Now let's talk about snowmobiles.
mixed.
Just a question here.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to stay on those trails, or are they allowed to, like, get a little powder?
So technically, they can go off the trail
Okay.
because
Just asking, I don't know.
Because we don't have a forest order in place or any statutory limitation to keep them off
Okay.
the trail.
Yeah.
However, wilderness is strictly excluded.
Okay.
So you cannot enter wilderness on a snowmobile. You cannot
Period.
have anything motorized in wilderness.
Got it.
So we have signs up. It is clearly signed, especially like if you're heading towards Mammoth in I'm forgetting that plateau area, but it's near San Joaquin Ridge.
Okay.
And it's clearly marked that that's wilderness back there, so
Okay.
can't go back there.
All right.
But the forest is in the middle of the environmental review process to get the over snow vehicle travel management plan done.
Okay.
And we're not there yet, but we just received all our comments and synthesized all them and categorized them. So we're working on writing that EA right now as we speak.
Okay.
So.
Anything else you can tell us about trail grooming and all that?
Yeah, so typically, just so people know, we try to get to the grooming before the weekend comes.
Okay.
So that folks have fresh corduroy
Yeah, and then go out and
to
play.
play on. And just keep in mind that sometimes these trails are mixed. So if you're a cross-country skier and you're looking for that solitude, you're definitely going to want to check our winter trails map to make sure that you pick a trail that's non-motorized.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then hopefully the snowmobilers won't be on it.
I'll take that link from you and I'll put that up on SierraWave.net's website.
Sure, yeah.
Easy access for people to see that.
Yeah, and
that
also the
map.
town of Mammoth Lakes is really great about it. They not only do they have their own trail grooming program for Shady Rest area,
Okay.
but they have printouts of those maps in all their visitor centers
Oh,
and stuff.
sweet.
So
Awesome.
you can bring it with you on the trail.
Oh, that's great.
And that trail is geo-referenced on Avenza. So you can actually go to our website, download that map onto your phone for free,
Okay.
and you can navigate without the need for
And that's
cell
got GPS
service.
built into it, so it'll show
Yeah,
you
it's
where you're at on the
geo-referenced.
trail. That is
So you can
so
see your little
cool.
blue dot wherever you are,
Yeah.
and you don't need cell service.
Wow.
So you
That's
can
awesome.
try to stay on the trail. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here. That's what's going on with trails and the grooming. And we wish you the best of luck in training staff. I know how difficult that can be in that transition period.
Yeah, we're getting it done.
Hope you guys find some stability there, which you will.
Yes, we're getting it done. We're
So
making
that's
it happen.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you guys for watching. This is Jason Brown. We'll be back again with Lisa Cox. I'm Jason Brown, and I have Steve Mace from the Eastern Sierra Avalanche as my guest today. Steve, how did you become involved with Eastern Sierra Avalanche, and what is your role there?
I've been working with ESAC since 2018 and recently moved into the role of director and lead forecaster.
Wow, cool. Tell us a little bit about what Eastern Sierra Avalanche does. I've been involved with you guys in the past, helping with your fundraisers in December. But can we give the public a general idea of what you guys do?
Absolutely. So we are a local nonprofit, and we produce an avalanche forecast on a daily basis throughout the winter season. And we also have a field presence. So our forecast team is out in the field collecting data, analyzing the snowpack, and then we take all that information, distill it down, and create the avalanche forecast every day.
When they're going out into the field, they're actually digging down through the snowpack and checking the layers.
We do that often, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
I do.
And do you enjoy it?
I do. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So do you have to hike into these locations? Where do you go?
Yes, so our forecast area is from Bishop Creek on the south end up to Virginia Lakes on the north end of the forecast area. And then everything on the east side of the crest. So we're evaluating that region in between.
How high up do you go?
To the top of the mountains.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So like when someone's gonna go and ski that bowl, and I believe it is on the, would be to the north side of Tom, you're climbing up into that canyon area?
Sometimes, yes.
And
So
let me guess, you guys ski out?
we do. Yeah. The perks of the job.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yep.
I think one time we talked about transponders when you were on our show with Slightly Filtered, right? And that is something that everybody that's going to be in the backcountry, we recommend going and getting one.
Yeah, it's always good to have
That's
that.
for the buddy
companion rescue
system.
stuff.
So people shouldn't be out there by themselves. They should be with a buddy and prepared. What should they carry? And I'm sure most people that go out there already know this information, but there could be some novices. Well, like that rescue that we had just recently here over the last week of an individual in the backcountry. What should they have in their backpack to be prepared when they're in the backcountry?
Yeah, so we always recommend you carry your personal companion rescue devices, so a beacon, a shovel, and a probe, and then also know how to use them. And the best way to learn that is by taking an avalanche safety course.
Which you guys offer?
We offer education events throughout the winter, but we also have a list of local avalanche course providers that offer more official training.
Okay,
Yep.
That's wonderful. What is the snowpack? Because we've had like thin layers, thick layers. What's the snowpack look like now?
So we have had a pretty slow start to the winter with a relatively shallow snowpack, and that has led to a pretty weak structure within the snowpack. So we've been dealing with a persistent slab issue most of the season, which has been unfortunate. They're difficult to manage, difficult to predict, and that instability can last for a long time. So that's
this
been
isn't a
big
good
theme.
winter for backcountry skiing. Is that what we're saying?
You know, it always depends on where you go and what type of terrain you decide to enter. There are places without that problematic structure right now, and there are also, as we get more snow, we may start to see it become less problematic.
Okay, is that because it gets heavier and it packs down onto it and the layers begin to melt and fuse, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a complicated process.
I mean, I love skiing, but I'm the kind of guy, and I don't ski anymore, but I'm the kind of guy that use my pass and ride me up to the top.
Well, the chairlifts are always a good option. But no, adding more snow to the snowpack can help heal those weak layers, but
Okay.
I'm hesitant to use that word because it takes a long time, and what's going to happen more quickly is that they get buried more deeply, which just means it's harder to initiate the avalanche.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, I look forward to having you back and give us an update. So if people check in with Eastern Sierra Avalanche on your website, they can find out what those bad zones are.
Yeah, so
right?
every
how
morning
it
when we
works?
publish the forecast, it'll tell you what the biggest problems for the day are, what the general hazard rating is, and where in the terrain we would most expect to find those problems. And we update that every morning, esavalanche.org.
Okay. But does it tell people where the better places are to go?
Yes.
Or just, okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to infer through the
Yes.
information
Okay.
provided. But,
Well, infer through the information.
yeah.
Keep your life safe out there. Follow the tips from esavalanche.org. Am I correct?
correct.
And take one of their classes before you go into the backcountry so that you come back out alive. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Brown. I'm with Steve Mace.
Okay, this is Jimmy T with Bishop Union High School Sports, girls soccer. They're being amazing because I've screwed up like 19 times. We have captain Gabby, and we have freshman Brooke, and she plays center defense, and she's played center defense. And
Yeah.
tell us about the season.
So this season we have had some great records. We have had 120 goals that we've scored, and we've had 5 against us, most of which were in playoffs. We've lost no games other than the one in semifinals, CIF, which was a bummer, but we all still played our best and left it out on the field.
That's like professional level goals and wins. Oh, seriously, that's a great record no matter who you are.
Yeah.
So, we were talking just a moment ago of the 120 goals. How many
Yep.
did you score?
I had 2 of them.
So you ran in there, made a score, then went back to Central?
No, I got a little bit of time up at forward.
Awesome.
Put 2 goals in and then went back to defense.
That's great.
Yep.
Do you remember which game that was?
It was against Fraser.
No slouch. How were they this year? Okay.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, they were great, and you did an awesome job. So, how many goals did you make this year?
One.
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 Is it against Fraser?
I don't remember who it was against. All the games kind of blend together at some point.
So Gabby's a junior.
Yes.
Brooke is a freshman. So you're going to both be back next year to play soccer?
We
Yes.
will be.
Very excited.
Yep.
We have some great opportunities coming up next year, and we've got some great people coming up I'm super excited about. Maybe you'll go back to forward. Who knows?
We'll see.
'Cause you're only going to lose about 5 people this year, right?
3.
3.
Three.
We're losing 3. Yeah. Unfortunately, those 3 will miss for sure.
It's good when you have a team that's working together, and we worked together last year. You can start improving
Yeah.
instead of starting from scratch.
Yep.
Yes. That's definitely one thing that I'm very excited about because the majority of our team will be staying. So while those spots are going to be hard to replace, at least we have a lot of connection already built within the team, and we can start working on building that more.
Do you want to move to forward?
I do. Yeah. I definitely love my offense, but I did enjoy my time at defense in the playtime this season.
I love you back there.
Obviously, they worked well together.
Yeah.
Last words are you going to use your recruiting speech? Say we have 3 slots available?
I mean, we do have 3 spots available, so I mean, hey, come on. But thank you, everyone who supported us this year. We really loved it, and we needed it. Last year, we didn't have as many supporters as we did this year, and it really meant a lot to have more people come.
Absolutely. Do you have any last words?
I don't. It was a great first year, and I'm looking forward to the rest.
Absolutely. Keep building.
Yep.
Yes.
This is Jimmy T with Bishop Union High School girls soccer. They had 18 and 1. What was this?
Yeah.
18 and 1. An outstanding record no matter who you are.
That man is trying to kill you. I've seen who you guys become. If you want to live, you have to trust me.
Madam Webb.
Agent Argyle, in theaters Friday.